Hey, it's Murph, and day after Halloween. So you guys are probably sitting around the house, and there's all kinds of candies and treats and whatnot floating around, and that's a temptation that you don't need. There is a statistic that the average American gains between 10 and 12 pounds during the holiday season, and that kind of started last night. So if you leave those things hanging around, the chances of you digging into them are pretty strong. So I suggest getting rid of them. You can donate them. You can donate them to shelters. You can. A lot of dentists will take the donations and then they ship them to the troops. So there are plenty of ways to get rid of it and get it out of the house. But you definitely got to get it out of the house because it's going to be staring you in the face for the next few weeks, and you don't need any of that business. So the other thing I wanted to talk about too is that with that 10 to 12 pounds, you can really kind of set yourself up for failure. And I think that this is what people repeat year after year, is that they hit this time of year, they fall into the holiday celebratory type of things that start with Halloween, move on to Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's. They end up New Year's, so January 2nd, 10 to 12 is the average. So that means some of us are going to be, 18 to 22 pounds over that time. So if you're not happy where you are now and you're feeling like you're struggling and you're heavier than you want to be and you're not making the progress that you want, imagine another, let's say 10 to 20 pounds January 2nd. And really what that does is if you think you're frustrated now, wait till January 2nd when you're looking at that monumental task at trying to get down. And I think that that's what a lot of people do, is they're defeated before they even start. So they go through the holidays using the holidays as an excuse. I'm too busy, there's too many parties, there's too much stuff going on, I have shopping to do, et cetera, and they just give up on their fitness goals. And they get to January 2nd, and now they're so much worse off than they were if they had just stayed the same. Never mind like making progress towards your goal during the holiday season, but just staying the same, freezing time. So where you are right now, if you could freeze that and then January 2nd wake up and be there, you would still be in a better place than if you gain that 10 to 20 pounds. So one of the issues, I think, is that everyone's a self-made personal trainer. And I have a little bit of a problem with that. Everybody wants to do it the inexpensive way. They want to look things up online and follow some workout, and it all looks great on paper. That all sounds like a great idea. The problem is that there's no accountability there. There's no coaching. There's nobody to ask questions of. And you print up these workouts from the internet, and you say, yeah, I'm going to do this. That lasts about a week, and then you're not doing it anymore. And so you do this year after year and program after program, and every new thing that comes around, you're thinking that it's the solution. And really the solution is to be consistent. That's the name of the game. That you have a plan that works for you, you're consistent with it, you stay with it, and you find ways to overcome adversity and the things that we have to deal with on a daily basis. That's the formula. And if you don't have those things in place, then you're going to struggle just like you do every other year. So I guess what I'm saying is that you need to know if the program works for you. Printing something up offline does not mean that program is appropriate for you. So that's an issue. Secondly, you have to have somebody to check in with, some accountability other than just yourself. And thirdly, you have to be consistent. So you have to have a system that will allow you to continue to do this day after day, month after month, year after year. And also having a game plan to overcome adversity. When you have weddings, when you're going away for the weekend, when you have a holiday party, when you have all those types of things, you have to have a game plan to get there. And these printing up a workout program online is not going to afford you those things. And those are the things really that allow you to be successful. That's why bodybuilders all hire coaches. They all hire coaches. Almost nobody does the whole bodybuilding competition stuff on their own. It's too complex, and They need to ask questions. They need guidance. They need somebody that they can trust, somebody that is educated and experienced and has been proven in the past to be able to do this for other people. And they go all in. They trust their coach. They do whatever the coach tells them to do, and they end up getting on stage and doing all the things that they do. General population people are no different. I mean, you're no different than that. You deserve that. You deserve that type of treatment. You deserve to be able to reach your goals. And, you know, the way you've been doing it isn't cutting it. It's not working because you're not understanding that it's not about a printed workout offline. It's about coaching. It's about guidance. It's about education. It's about experience. And it's about being able to do, you know, having proof and the belief that it's been done before. And once you have that, you're going to be much more successful. So you're in a really difficult time right now as far as mentally to kind of move forward and have your fitness goals come true for you. But it's also an incredibly important time. A difficult time, yes, but important time. This is where if you can lose 10, 12, 15, 20 pounds between now and January 2nd, think about where you'll be then from a mental standpoint on January 2nd when not only did you not gain the 10 to 20 pounds that you could have gained over the holidays, but also lost 10 to 20 pounds. I mean, that can be a 20 to 40 pound swing between now and January 2nd. You want to talk about motivation? You step on the scale January 2nd and be down what could have been 40 pounds heavier. That's motivation in anybody's estimation. So, you know, be careful what you do starting today. Yes, you should get on your fitness kick today and have the guilt workout from last night's binge. But at the same time, that guilt is going to wear off really quickly, maybe as quickly as tonight when the candy's sitting on the kitchen table and you start reaching for it again, and then you're going to have another guilt workout tomorrow. Get your affairs in order. Hire a coach. I'm available. There are plenty of other coaches out there that are great coaches that do a wonderful job with this stuff. And then you know, dive in and do what the bodybuilders do, and they trust their coach implicitly, and they say, I'm just going to give it to the expert, and he's going to tell me what to do, and I'm going to do it. And if you do that, you will be successful. If you continue to do the same things you've always done, you will get the same things you've always gotten. And I would think back over the last few years and think about what that is and how that's worked out for you. So I hope everybody had a great Halloween. It was a little bittersweet here. You know, my kids are all grown up now, and my baby is a freshman in college, so they're all away. And we didn't have, you know, dressing up our kids for Halloween and all that stuff. It's been a few years, but at least the kids were home. So that was a little bit a little difficult for us to deal with. But we have a great neighborhood, and we had a lot of awesome, adorable neighborhood kids that came to the door, and that really helped. And we appreciate it. And we want to thank our neighbors. They're the best. We have a great neighborhood and great people and great kids. And that was very helpful for us last night. So hope everybody's well. Peace.